Thank you, Dracos. And Targamas, thank you so much for joining me after taking down Fnatic. Once again here, let's talk about what Flacket told me yesterday. He was confident, of course, in the fact that you could take them down. But when you think about Fnatic lately, what made you confident that you would have the upper hand today?
I think we just had a really good week of practice. Like after last week, after the loss against Vitality, I believe, we kind of knew that there was something wrong with our understanding of like early game and the meta as well. So with the new patch coming in, we kind of had like meetings like every week, I guess. But this time we really tried hard to find new solutions. And for example, today I think we were really confident that if we had Draven against Fnatic, we would just win because I think they don't really like playing as Draven. So.
Well, the early game, I want to say, is where it went well for G2, but I want you to look at this monitor in front of you because this is at the beginning of the game that things could have gotten complicated. Everything was going so well for you, and then this fight happens. You have it, but then you chase a teeny bit too far. Can you talk me through the communication and what you made wrong during that play?
I mean, I think we just get a really good fight. Like basically, enemy team is kind of out, and then we always want to get more right because I believe we got like 1 kill or 2. I don't remember. I think 1. So we always wanted to take more. I think Yanko said, yeah, I'm gonna force Wukong flash, but then they went a bit too far, and then I think it's still fine that Sejuani died, but then like they TP'd on us, they stole the Drake, so it was a bit like disaster. But even after that, we knew that like we had way better comp in team fights, so we were really confident that we would win this game.
A bit of a disaster, but still fine. I like the way you phrase it. You were mentioning the draft and how to learn how to play around the next patch. Something that we noticed about G2 is the fact that you play more for the bot lane lately when it comes to jungle attention, but also picks when you see Draven and champions like this. Can you explain this shift and how easy it was to make this in motion for G2?
I think it's a lot about the meta. Like right now, people are just playing tank top every game, and then we follow a lot as well the LPL, and they really like to play like Draven, Kalista, those kind of matchups. So it's something we've been practicing a lot this week specifically, and yeah, it's been working really well on scrims. I think we lost like maybe 1 game during the whole week, so in scrims, so and against the top teams as well. So we're like really confident that with this playstyle we'll do really well on stage.
You feel like you're caught up on the meta lately and that it fits your style?
Yeah, I think we had our moments during the split where we didn't really know what we wanted to do. Like we were changing picks every week. We were coming in with like new strategies and new ideas, but they were not really that good. But I think this week, like we were just really confident. I think it's the first time that we, maybe since week 1, that we go into a week, and even if we had like hard games against Excel and Fnatic, we just knew that like we had such a good understanding of the meta.
I remember spring where G2 picked by the end of the season and especially in playoffs. Do you feel confident to have this kind of scenario this time around?
Yeah, I think for us the hardest part is to qualify to playoff. I think after that it's just we are gonna get it rolling. I think if we make it, I mean now it's like 99%, but I think after that, once we make it to playoff, we can fully be unleashed.
Yeah, but the standings is such a disaster right now. Everything could still happen next week. And when I talked to Veteo earlier today, he told me that the level in Europe right now is fairly low. Would you agree on that?
I mean, I don't really agree. I think it doesn't really matter in the end. Like, people always talk about, every team is beating everyone, but I think people have to remember that it's best of 1. And like, the more tense the situation is, like with the standings being really close, the more pressured everyone's going to be, so everyone's going to do more mistakes. So I think it's just fairly normal that everyone is winning against everyone, and I think we just have to see in best of 5. Like maybe one team will just dominate everyone.
We're in for a banger Super Week next week, that's for sure. Targamas, thank you so much for the interview. Congrats on taking down Fnatic today. And we're going to take one last break before going back for PGL with Dylan Falco, Frankie, and Vedius. Stay tuned, guys.